Crypto made me love money. And loving money was never the goal when I started crypto, and it's not where I was when I began. The rabbit hole of cryptocurrency and learning about inflation and why you need to get your money out of the US dollar, put it in assets that are going to grow in value over time, right? Bitcoin cannot be printed. There's only 21 million. There will only ever be 21 million, right? That's where you start. I feel like you get awakened. Like, guys, I'm woke. I'm the real woke, right? I'm money woke, okay? But what I didn't expect was the love of money that crept in. Maybe you could relate. I remember like when I worked at the gym, right? I didn't really have any money. Didn't really have much money. I never felt guilty about spending it, and I never looked down on people that didn't have it because I didn't have it. I think we grew up broke, and that's all I really knew. Now that I have substantial amounts of money that we've earned in cryptocurrency, once that happens, you can't let your ego outgrow you. I am not better than anyone else because of what I've learned, and I try to give back and teach to everyone what I know. I want to give back. And I think that's a lot of what this YouTube channel is trying to share to other people and let them grow and learn what I know. Because I felt the love of money creep in. I felt like, oh, I was hot shit. I was tough shit. I'm making all this cash. What am I going to do with it? And I wasn't even splurging on anything. I was really just hoarding it, just hoarding all the money. Even with all this money, I would feel guilty about going out and eating or spending it on anything. Like I just hoard. And I'm making all this money for what? And there's a difference between buckling down and locking in, having a budget, and then not living at all, which I think is worth talking about. I'm just kind of riffing off the cuff here to the camera, but just make sure with cryptocurrency, when you start to discover the truth about money and you go down this rabbit hole, and then you will become very, very successful. If you get super passionate about crypto, you will become very successful. Make sure when you become successful, you don't stop giving back and you don't pretend that you know everything. Give back to others and teach them and help them grow, and you will feel so much better. You will get such a bigger dopamine boost, more than any amount of monetary gain will ever make you feel. The ability to teach someone else how to fish for themselves, to make money, to grow their money, that feeling will outweigh any monetary gain you'll make in cryptocurrency, guys. So just when you start making money, don't get a big head because you still ain't shit. If you aren't giving back and growing others, you're still just a dork with a lot of money. Once you finally attain money in life, you realize it was never about money. And that sounds so weird to say, and that sounds so much like a fugazi. Like if I heard that 3 years ago, I'd be like, this freaking idiot, dude, what is he saying? Money doesn't matter. Well, money does matter. It makes the world go round. But all the things that you think money is when you're poor, it's not. It's not flashy clothes. It's not a new truck or a flashy Lamborghini, new car. It's not Rolex watches. It's none of those things. It's not designer shirts, labels, sunglasses, Louis Vuitton glasses. None of it matters, guys. Like, this is just junk. I'm not going to throw it off the top of the parking garage, but it is just junk, okay? It's just a fancy label and sunglasses. What money is it's a store of your time and energy, and you can use that to buy back your time later, and you should be teaching every single person you know and you love to do the same thing. But some of the people you love, you really can't help and wake up. So what you have to do is just be so successful you can do it for them. And that's the key right there, is that when you start making all this money in crypto, it's not just for you, it's for the ones you love. Because there's so many people you love that you're not going to be able to convince to buy Bitcoin. They'll just never do it. They never will. Your burden is a lot bigger because you got to do it for them. You got to retire your parents. You got to retire your bloodline. So you've got everyone before you, you've got everyone after you. And if you've got siblings like me, I got a little brother, taller than me now, but you got to do it for him too, right? I'm not going to let anyone in my family struggle. And it's just, that's the balance. The hard part is that there's no balance, guys. You got to dog it out and work, make shit tons of money, teach other people how to make shit tons of money too, work with them, make more money all together, and give back to the people you love. That's what life's about right there. As a man, you just got to dog it out. You got to work. There's no other options. I feel like I'm going on a tangent here. Just don't let money consume you. Because if you make it all about money, all the way to the top, you'll get there and you won't even know what's next. If the goal is only money and you hit $1 million and that was your goal, You're not even gonna know what to live for. And that sounds so ridiculous to anyone that is a normal ass person who's broke and works a 9-to-5 job. They're like, oh, if I had $1 million, what do you mean I wouldn't know what to do next? For someone that is motivated 100% just to keep smashing goals and get to the next one, when they hit $1 million, they will, I promise you, because I'm built this way. When I hit $1 million, I'm gonna feel like I still haven't accomplished anything, and I'm just gonna move the goalpost to like 2 million or 5 million. I promise you, that's how people like me are wired. Just to keep performing, there's always another goal. So I challenge you, crypto is the perfect vehicle to hit those money goals, but have goals outside of crypto. Don't spend every waking minute on the freaking blockchain, guys. Work your ass off, invest the money, make shit tons of money, but you need to have goals and dreams off the blockchain. Whether that's a family or real estate or your favorite hobby. Maybe you just love playing guitar like me. Maybe you want to just be able to go live in Thailand for a couple months and just play guitar on the fucking beaches in Thailand and just keep making internet money with crypto. It's not the money, it's what you can do with it. I promise you, is if you keep just chasing the same goalpost, if you're anything like me, all right, what's level 2? All right, what's level 3? All right, what's level 5, 10? When I hit $1 million, I want to make 5. When I hit 5, I want to make 10. When I hit 10 million, I want to make 50. When I hit 50 million, I want to be at 100 million. Because deep down, guys, I want to be like a mob family out of like The Gentleman, right? Imagine like that level of money, which is like this giant family business, and it's just ridiculous amounts of money, right? Like that's an end goal that I would play towards. And if you think that's ridiculous, you're just not wired the same. So if you're anything like me, and your first goal is that, God, even that, if you're anything like me, my first goal was 10K, and then it was like 100K, and I was happy at 50K, but then it was 100K, now it's 1 million right now I'm trying to get to. That's so funny, that's living proof right there. My first goals when I was dialing in and locking the fuck in was to get to 10K, and then I bumped it to basically 100K, and it was trying to get to there, and now I'm trying to get to 1 million, right? So it's just funny how that goalpost is 10x every time. So what's after that? Like I get to 100 million, or maybe probably 10 million. That's probably the next goal, right? After 1 million. Oh, it's just so funny. So if you're anything like me, I promise you, maybe you've already hit the 10K mark and now you're shooting for 50K or 100K. I promise you, the second you get there, nothing in your life has changed, and you'll just move the fence post. Which is a good thing. I think you should. I think you should be striving to keep smashing goals, but just make sure you have other things in real life that you're working for, that you love, something to actually drive you. Because if not, you're going to keep hitting these posts, but you're not going to really know why. You're not going to know why you hit that goal. And then if you don't move that goal to the next level, you're going to just be depressed. Like, oh, got $1 million. Now what? Don't have any dreams, passions, or hobbies, and just I guess I'll just move it to 2 million. Like, you could do that indefinitely forever, but just there's more to it than that, I'm telling you. Spend those 3 years locking the fuck in, grinding, completely dialed in. Spend 3 years doing that. I'm on year 3 right now. I finished 2 years. I'm on year 3. Changed my life. I hit that 10K. I hit that 100K. Now we're shooting for $1 million, right? After that 3rd year, I hit $1 million. We all know I'm shooting for $5 million after that. Like, let's be real, right? But it's important to have big goals and dreams outside of that, whether that's traveling to Thailand or starting real estate or starting a family after that, or just taking care of the family we already have. Guys, I challenge you just to think about what we just talked about. I challenge you to think about that, guys. It's been sitting on my heart and my mind. If you can relate to this, maybe you've been moving that fence post yourself and you're just not sure what there is outside of just keeping winning. Let me know in the comments. Let me know. Because maybe I'm just weird. If I'm a freak and this doesn't make any sense, let me know that too, guys, because maybe I just need to freaking chill out. So, guys, drop a like on the video for me, subscribe to the channel, and if you guys are interested in joining our private community, I can teach you guys how to pass that 10K mark, 100K mark, make 5, 10K per month. If that is something that interests you, there's a link in my description. We have over 100 members inside, and I do teach you how to make 5, 10K per month. See you on the other side.